Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jeff Porter from the Indie Gamer Magazine back finally, and today we're going to talk about Thy Creature. Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry it has been a little over a week. I had a lot going on. I took a little vacation in there. I spent a couple days over in Colorado and just kind of gathered myself, but I'm back and ready to get back into all the content, preparing to launch March's issue, and just a bunch of cool stuff happening. So, today we're going to talk about Thy Creature. It is available on Steam right now. So we're going to jump over and I'm going to show you a little bit of the trailer as I tell you about this game. So, Thy Creature is a dark fantasy story adventure, and it is about a severely wounded, nameless creature who was chased by the humans and fled to a mysterious tower. The creature dares to climb the tower for its single wish, the eerie tower where reality and memories are intertwined. What is the creature's wish that he aspires to make come true? A dark fantasy story adventure to face the long forgotten, and then it says in quotations, memories. So beings occupy each floor, overcome various ordeals that get in the way of the creature's journey in the tower as the creature faces and will step closer into the forgotten memories and find the truth. The path to the top of the tower is full of various puzzles and secrets. Collect items and solve puzzles to get to the top. There are dodgy people who have been living in the tower since long ago. Who are they and what is their story? And the monster goes on an adventure and finds other people's valuable memory fragments that have been taken away from them. Who do these memory fragments belong to? Maybe these people need the monster's help. So, this game is developed by Mazm. I would just say Mazem, and it is published by Growing Seeds Corporation. This just launched on February 19th, so just a couple days ago. It does have 16 reviews so far, so I mean, not a whole lot, but 16 reviews, and they're all positive. For instance, one of the reviews says, "Highly recommend this for those who are looking for a game with a unique atmosphere and characters." This story is basically based on the novel Frankenstein, but players can enjoy this from the creature's point of view, which is quite interesting. I really liked the way the story progresses with some puzzles and battles, and the artwork is awesome. Worth trying this game. Definitely worth a try if you like Frankenstein or Mazem's other games. There are some bugs and oddities here and there, but have no doubt they will be fixed for the full release. The atmosphere and characters are amazing. So if we go over and we look at some of their other things, they don't have them on Steam. So right now, Thy Creature is available on Steam though, and it is available for $19.99. So $20. It is a little bit more for an independent title, but for what you're getting in the amount of work that looks like it went into this, I mean, you have basically a comic style story. You have animation. You have the core game. You have the story. All those other different things. So $20, I think, is I think it's a fair price. Their new updates. They added subtitles to the official music video. They added Russian. They have different solved a problem over the first floor area, solving the breaking phenomena. So they're still actively. It looks like every day they've had a bug fix or an update or something. Um, and so they're taking care of the game. I think it looks really interesting. It's got that unique story with Frankenstein and everything. So, their version of Frankenstein. So I think it looks really cool. I was looking through and I saw the screenshots, and the screen grabs were all I really needed to kind of get on board. And then as I kind of read through it and found out it's kind of their take on a Frankenstein-esque story, the combat actually looks really cool. So didn't really see it in that trailer, so I'm gonna pull up these screen grabs for you, and we're gonna check this out. So as we're looking here, you can see. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Maybe. Oh, I just made that wrong. All right. Well, we'll try to zoom in a little bit, I guess. See if this works. Still not really doing it. All right. Well, give me just a minute, I guess. I wanted to pull these up because maybe I'll just download some of the images so you can see them a little bit bigger. There's one right here that kind of shows mid-combat and what's going on and makes it a little bit more understandable. So I'm going to pull this up, and then you guys can get kind of a closer look. It's kind of a bummer that I take a few days off and everything gets all messed up. So here we go. Let's see if you guys can see this a little bit clearer. There we go. So as you can see, it kind of has that like a Binding of Isaac feel to it. I mean, for just kind of that pixel art, it looks really good, really clean, and just looks like there's a lot going on. Look at all those hearts, though. That's a lot of hearts. So it looks like you get, I guess you only have 5. They must be fighting a boss in this screen grab. But it looks really cool. I really like the aesthetic to it. So yeah, this is Thy Creature. Like I said, released February 19th by Mazem. It is $20. I think it's definitely worth it. We'll have to check out the original music video. That looks kind of cool. Frankenstein the musical, I guess. So Thy Creature available right now. Just positive, 16 positive reviews. It looks really cool. The combat looks really awesome. I love the art style. I love the overall story of it. I think it's super interesting. So if you're looking for kind of that mixture of a really good story, kind of comic book elements to it, and then of course the kind of fast-paced, crazy roguelike combat, I think this is definitely a place to go and check out. All right, so now we are going to jump over and kind of doing 2 games today. I want to show you guys a little bit more since I've missed so much lately. I'm kind of getting back in the swing of things. So let's hop over here and check out Rise of the Third Power. Rise of the Third Power is a retro-themed console-style role-playing game loosely based on the political climate of Europe in the late 1930s. The story takes place in the land of Rin during the height of the Age of Sail, following the events that would lead to the greatest war in human history. So this one released on February 10th, so it is almost 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago. Very positive reviews, 64 overall already. Developed by Stegasoft Games. This also is another one that just looks, and the games are getting so pretty. Everything looks so good. So Rise of the Third Power is a love letter to the glory days of console-style RPG, with modern conveniences such as autosave, which is a lifesaver, and a combination of the best elements of Japanese and Western style gameplay and writing. Experience this fusion of East and West, old and new, in a game meant to surpass Stegasoft Games' previous work in every way. So in this title, you will join a party of 8, each with their own unique ambitions, perspectives, and personalities as they embark upon a suicide mission to topple the Akkadian Empire. A blend of humor, drama, and tragedy await players as they navigate the treacherous world of Rin. As the world of Ren recovers from the Great War, the balance of power remains badly skewed, with vacuums of power still waiting to be filled. The player's party will be both beset and aided by schemers, liars, and betrayers, all while the clock ticks down to a reprise of the greatest war in human history. So Rise of the Third Power offers 8 playable characters and a battle system built from scratch, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Um, each piece of equipment found, purchased, or stolen is a permanent, unique upgrade for each character. Instead of purchasing replacements, the player purchases upgrades. So there's no more buying that awesome helmet back in town, only to stumble over a better one as a treasure in a dungeon. Each character has 3 equipment slots with 8 upgrades each, with 192 to find in total. This system avoids the tedium of inventory management while also giving the completionist something useful to hunt for. So I think that's really cool. I really like the inventory system. I think that's really unique, and it adds kind of that little bit of extra flair to it. There's so often that, just like they said, that happens where you do this awesome quest, or you go in town and you buy this brand new piece of armor, and it looks cool, and it's got shoulder pads with huge spikes, and you just look buff and ripped, and it's glowing red, and it's got blood stains all over it, and it just looks cool as hell. And then you go out and you kill a scorpion, and you find a better piece of armor that's pink and has fuzzy wrist things on it. So I think this is a really cool way to kind of combat that, because so often that Kingdoms of Amalur comes to mind immediately, because I do a quest, you'd get a piece of equipment, and then you go out and find something better, or you'd find something really good, and then immediately afterwards you'd go to town and find some. So I really like the inventory system in Rise of the Third Power. It sounds like something that can be expanded upon and added to without having to add a whole bunch of unnecessary RGN or random number generators and stuff like that, and obviously inventory management. And I just think it sounds great. That's something that really stuck out to me as I read it through, and it's definitely something that has me interested. So this is available right now on Steam. As I said, it's about 2 weeks old from Stegasoft Games. It is $19.99. So again, another $20 game, which is still, I think, a steal. Especially when you think about, the AAA titles going for $60, $70, $80. You could buy, 3 or 4 copies of this for the same price, or 3 or 4 different games. And so I think this looks really cool. Obviously, the transition between kind of that top-down traditional RPG style to those awesome cutscenes with really smooth, clear-cut character animations just looks really awesome. There's also some crafting, obviously a bunch of exploration, stuff like that. Rise of the Third Power is definitely one that I want to play. Takes me back to the early days of Final Fantasy, Shining Force, stuff like that. So definitely would recommend this even without playing it yet, but just because of what we've read and what I've seen and the reviews so far. It just looks really awesome, and I really want to try out that inventory system. So real fast, let's check out some of these reviews. So one of the top ones says, fantastic RPG from a 2-person team. Music, pixel art, story pacing, and combat are all excellent. Some environments could be a little more easily readable, and the portrait style clashes with the great pixel art. So just 2 little things there that they didn't really care for. Stegasoft did it again with another banger of a game. The pacing is fantastic. The gameplay is phenomenal. The battle graphics mimic the Octopath Travelers, which is amazing. I would say that the scores and overworld graphics need a little bit of improvement, but overall the game is amazing. Don't buy it on sale. Support the developers, since the game is well worth it. That's something that I love. I absolutely love. I know we love getting those sales, and I know we love waiting and maybe waiting a couple months till something goes on sale. But support the devs. That's a big reason why. Sometimes we get sequels, and sometimes we don't, because sometimes we don't show the developers enough love. Sometimes an awesome game will come out, but we'll wait and we'll wait and we'll wait and we'll wait a year. Sometimes we'll wait 2 years. before we actually buy the game. And then when we do, it could be too late to show our support and get that patch or update or expansion or sequel or something like that. So definitely head over and check this game out. I think it's well worth the $20. Maybe we'll do a giveaway of it this Friday. Um, and so yeah, so there's 2 games today: Rise of the Third Power and Thy Creature. Again, sorry for the delay. I just kind of had to take a couple days. I had a lot going on. We're working on the print on demand stuff. We're working on obviously the magazine. I had a bunch of other stuff going on. I had kind of that little mini vacation mixed in there. So back on track now. Back to kicking out the content. So we got some more stuff in the works. So I'm really excited. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely let us know in the comments down below which one of these you're gonna play, or one or the other. And I can tell you right now, Rise of the Third Power looks really awesome to me. So does Thy Creature. So definitely 2 great games to check out. So with that, I will leave you guys and have a good rest of the week, and I will see you guys tomorrow.